You were deployed undercover for years. People come back damaged from that. Therefore, we have protocols. For instance, we follow you.
All right. Well, I am Grant from Screen Rant. Jeffrey, it's great to get to chat with you for the agency. I've seen the first couple episodes and I'm hooked already. I mean, it is such a gripping ride. And I love that you're back in the spy genre. I mean, not just with Bond, but with Syriana and so many other projects. What is it like stepping back into this world through a different angle?
Yeah, this is a very different angle on the the spy genre than what I've previously done with the James Bond series. At least I love the Bond series. Loved the Bond series since I was a kid, and it's highly detailed, but it's also fantastical. Our show is highly detailed, but with an attention more to kind of political reality that this world is up against. And that reality is very similar to the geopolitical world that we're all experiencing today. So that I think adds to the kind of heightened tension within the series. But I also think that it lends a kind of greater accessibility for the audience because this is a familiar setting. At the same time, we're not like an overtly political show. We're just using that backdrop as a means of exploring the humanity of these characters and the challenges that they face, and the tensions between loyalty to work and loyalty to self and to love and things like this. So it makes for fertile ground for storytelling.
Well, and I love that you mentioned the humanity of these characters, because that is one thing I love about your character from what I've seen so far, is he is someone who seems to be really in this emotional tug-of-war between doing his job and being, while also being trapped under bureaucracy and wanting to care for agents in the field. What is that like from a performance side, really finding that balance?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a wonderful set of ingredients for building a character, because I'm intrigued by guys like Henry. He's a company guy, and he takes his work seriously. He's highly trained at what he does. He's smart, and he's part of a machine. But at the same time, he has family. He has responsibilities that sometimes come into conflict with one another, and so. Again, it just makes for, I think, a character that's multidimensional and interesting. I grew up in Washington, D.C. My mom was a lawyer for the U.S. government for 30 some odd years. She worked for customs, border enforcement, and I therefore grew up with an awareness of what it meant to be a civil servant, what it meant to to be an employee of the U.S. government and work on behalf of the people of this country. And I have a great deal of respect for those people. Henry obviously works for a very potentially morally ambiguous agency within the U.S. government, but he's a guy who's goes to work every day, I think, to try to do the best he can. And so, yeah, again, all of that lends itself to a lot of different layers and lends to a lot of kind of inner tension and external tension that, that ideally make for a great character within a reasonably complex series.
Well, I really can't wait to see how that character evolves, because I am so hooked by him already. I see I've got to wrap up, so I'll get on out of here. But Jeffrey, thank you so much. It's been an honor to chat with you, and I look forward to getting the word out about the show.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
I know how hard this is for you right now. Heart versus job. Soul versus duty. You signed up for this.
We all did.